Some falls are accidents. Some are instinct misfires. And some are caught on camera in perfect detail. In the wild, survival is a balancing act. One wrong step on ice, one moment of panic on a cliff, one chase that goes too far. From mountain ridges to muddy slopes, animals navigate landscapes shaped by risk, gravity, and instinct. Today we bring you 15 shocking animal falls. Some are tragic, some are baffling, and some remind us just how fragile nature's footing can be. This isn't about violence, it's about biology, behavior, and the consequences of miscalculation. Because in nature, even a single step can change everything. Let's begin. Let's explore with Animal Prime. It begins on a ledge no wider than a coffee table. A young ibex, nimble, alert, sure-footed, picks its way across the limestone cliff, thousands of feet above the valley floor. Suddenly, a shadow cuts across the rock. Wings span wide. A golden eagle dives. This is a textbook aerial attack. Eagles in the Alps have learned to target young ibex, using gravity itself as a weapon. They don't just strike, they push. They aim to knock their prey off balance and let the cliff do the rest. The eagle strikes, but in this case, something goes wrong. The ibex resists, its hooves scrape. In the struggle, the eagle's wing brushes against the rock face, not hard, but just enough. Both animals tumble. The footage shows a blur of wings, legs, dust, and sky, and then silence. The ibex doesn't survive the fall, but somehow the eagle does. Stunned, but alive. It's a rare moment caught on camera, and one that reminds us, even nature's most efficient predators are not immune to miscalculation. This wasn't cruelty, it was a risk. Calculated, executed, and, this time, not quite perfectly. High in the Himalayas, where the wind howls louder than silence, a snow leopard moves with ghost-like grace. Every step it takes is calculated. Each paw lands on frozen rock as if drawn by memory. But on this day, the storm moves faster than instinct. Snow lashes sideways, visibility drops. The terrain, usually solid, is glazed with invisible ice. The snow leopard is mid-pursuit. A Himalayan blue sheep darts around a narrow bend. The leopard leaps, but the landing is wrong. Its front paw strikes a patch of ice, not stone. There's no grip, no friction, only velocity. The big cat skids, claws extended, tail flared for balance, but physics doesn't negotiate. It slides, then drops, and disappears into a powdery white void. There's no impact shown, just a swirl of snow, and then stillness. Snow leopards are masters of mountains. Their tails act as counterweights, their paws like built-in snowshoes. But even nature's best climbers have limits. In snowstorms, those limits come faster than sight. And in this frozen silence, the most elusive predator on Earth learns that gravity doesn't care how rare you are. That was the second fall, and nature isn't done yet. The bear tumbles, not with grace, but with gravity, into the current. Not every fall happens in the wild. Sometimes it's a pasture, a hillside, a calm, ordinary afternoon, until the ground gives way. A dairy cow, slow, steady, grazing alone, takes one step too far. The slope beneath her looks solid, but beneath the grass lies hollow soil, weakened by weeks of underground erosion. The earth has been eating itself from below. Rain after rain, layer by layer. One hoof sinks, then another. The weight shifts forward, and in seconds, her entire body slides. Down the hill, across slick grass and shallow mud. A tumble, a twist, a crash into the lower slope. She doesn't resist, because she can't. Not against gravity, momentum, and a hillside that wasn't meant to hold her weight. Footage from a nearby farm shows it all. No panic, no sound, just mass, movement, and surprise. She survives, bruised, frightened, limping, but alive. And the farmer, like many, learns a lesson that day. That erosion isn't always visible, and that a hillside, no matter how familiar, can betray its weight. This isn't a predator-prey moment. It's a reminder that even in quiet landscapes, nature still moves beneath our feet. Panic doesn't need a reason. Sometimes it only needs one sheep. It starts with a rustle, a sudden gust, a bird taking flight, a plastic bag caught in the wind. One ewe flinches, then bolts, and the flock follows. This is instinct, hardwired, herd-bound. In a narrow mountain pass, there is no space to think, only to move. The first sheep reaches the edge. It jumps, a desperate lunge, a miscalculated escape. Behind her, the line keeps coming. 2 more leap, then 5, then 10. From above, it looks choreographed, but this is no ballet. It's a cascade. The animals tumble down the slope, some hitting rock, others landing on dirt. A few regain footing, most don't. Farmers find the footage days later from a fixed camera set to monitor the trail. One moment of panic, one blind leap, a chain reaction that couldn't be stopped once it started. This isn't madness, it's biology. Sheep evolved to move as one, for protection. But when fear leads, the whole herd can follow, straight into a fall. The moose lands hard, groans once, then pulls itself upright. In the alpine heights where cliffs become corridors, 2 mountain goats lock eyes. They're not fighting to kill, they're fighting to rule. This is dominance, territory, access, hierarchy. The camera catches the moment mid-tumble. Fur, dust, horns, gravity. It rolls, flips, slams against an outcrop. This is not an act of violence. It's a consequence of altitude, ego, and footing that never forgives. Out here, the fall is part of the fight. The horse slips, slides, and falls. The pack horses have to struggle along treacherous mountain roads that are winding, steep, and slippery. Carrying heavy loads on their backs, they climb narrow trails and rugged cliffs. At times, a horse may slip and fall due to the rough or slippery path, causing the cargo to scatter and making the journey even more difficult. It's a scene that starts in joy. A young elephant calf, no more than a few months old, stomps and flops in a shallow mud wallow, trunk swinging, ears flapping, play in its purest form. Nearby, the herd watches, relaxed, protective, letting the little one explore. But the slope is steep. The soil, loosened by days of rain, is slick beneath the surface. The calf climbs higher, tries to turn, and slips. Its feet shoot out. Its trunk flails. The body twists sideways, a rolling bundle of skin, mud, and startled momentum. It tumbles down the slope, bumping into roots, splashing through puddles, before landing at the base in a startled heap. There's no cry, only surprise. An older female rushes in, touches the calf gently with her trunk. The little one stirs, then stands, wobbly, muddied, safe. Because for elephants, play is also practice, and in a world of uneven ground and uncertain footing, even a fall is part of learning how to rise. The beach is gone. Where there was once ice, now there is rock. Where there was once space, now there are thousands of walruses. They crowd the cliffs, tusks clicking, bodies pressed tight, breathing hard. There is no fight, no predator, only pressure. Too many bodies, too little room. Some walruses begin to climb, up rocky paths, up narrow ledges, up places their bodies were never built to go. At the top, they rest, for a moment, and then the first one slips. The fall is long, others follow, one after another. It's not a stampede, it's not panic, it's collapsed. Dozens tumble from the cliffside, their weight, their momentum. Some falls were accidental, some were instinctual, and some were avoidable. But all of them, every stumble, every slip, every tumble, told us something deeper. In nature, precision is survival, and survival is never guaranteed. From cliffs and rivers to roads and melting ice, these animals weren't reckless. They were navigating a world that shifts beneath their feet, just as it does beneath ours. We watch predators misjudge. We watch prey panic. We watch play become danger, and instinct become miscalculation. But more than that, we watched resilience, because in every fall, there was also a rise, and in every mistake, a lesson. If this episode made you feel something, awe, shock, empathy, let us know. Which moment stayed with you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, rare, real, and raw from the wild, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because this isn't just about animals falling. It's about a planet balancing, and we're all standing on the edge.